Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Mountain View Presbyterian Church and our concert series. I'm so pleased that we had this many people turn out, because you never know what's this music going to be. It's music that you've never heard before, and that's always kind of taking a chance. And this concert is music of myself, Shane Jensen, and Michael Stefani, so it's going to be a wide variety. So if you don't like one song, just wait till the next one. And then if you don't like that one either, maybe your standards are too high. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get started. There is a little intermission. For those of you that have been coming to the concert series over the years, you know that we pass the hat. And we will pass the hat on the intermission. That will be a very brief intermission, as you know, pretty much we pass the plate and I talk about what's coming up next. So without further ado, we'll get started, and Michael is going to introduce his first composition today. Let's give a round of applause for Michael Stefani.
Hello. So throughout the afternoon, there's going to be 5 videos that I put together. The music of that are my own compositions, some of them in the orchestral setting, some of them smaller ensembles. So they're, there's going to be videos to watch, listen to music. Hopefully you will enjoy them. I spent a lot of hard work, hours on these pieces. So without further ado, the first piece is called Prelude.
I'll talk to you from this microphone over here. My next piece is called Feel Like a Star. It's from a musical that I wrote around 2008 or 2009, It's called It's Only Business, and it told the story of Bugsy Siegel starting Las Vegas. And this setup for this song is that Bugsy has just gotten to LA, and one of his good friends from where he grew up is a man named George Raft, you might remember, was a Hollywood movie star. And he always played gangsters, and he knew the gangsters so well because they were his friends back east. So Adam is playing the role of, this is Adam, by the way. He's playing the role of George Raft, and we are the ensemble. This is Joshua, Jasmine, and Elizabeth, and me. So without further ado, feel like a star. Oh, and there's one part where I start scat singing. That's the dance break. We didn't have time to learn any dancing. Oh, and this is Voltaire Versosa. He's my right-hand man at CSN.
Look at all these people work in the room. See the beautiful gown, smell that high-class perfume. I know what each of them wants. They want to be stars. Wherever I go, there's women around. They want a part of the success that I found. It takes us a touch to feel like a star. It's sad, and it has been for years. It's where you were born that sets your career. But move to LA, become whatever you want. Make up a new name and put on a front.
It's a game we play in the showbiz town. The rules are simple once you get on down. Nothing is real, it's all fantasy. Look at me, hey, look at me. Look at all the ladies enter the room. See the beautiful gown, smell that high-class perfume. I know what each of them wants. They want to be stars. It's a game we play in showbiz town. The rules are simple once you get on down. Nothing is real, it's all fantasy. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Hey, look at me. Take a bow, Adam. All right, Shane, you're up.
Good afternoon. So this song, and if one of my favorite things to do, marginally favorite things to do, is to go to Savers and look around at all the neat things that they have in there. And one of the things I like to look at is books. And this happened. There is a book of poetry that I found by a poet by the name of Mihai Eminescu, who is a Romanian composer or poet. And so I took 4 of the songs, and they're part of a cycle of 4 songs. And this is the first song that I set from that particular book. And Cassandra has graciously agreed to perform it with me.
And if the branches top my pen, and the poplars whisper nightly, it is to make me dream again. I hold you to me tightly. And if the stars shine on the pond and light its somber shore, it is to quench my mind's despond and flood with peace my soul. And if the clouds that races part, and as the merit please, it is but to remind my heart I long for you. Always.
Okay, so this next piece is called Your Lullaby. At the time, the girl I was dating was a single mother, and I just completely fell in love head over heels with her son. And so the first time I met him, it was just like bam, it just clicked. And so I wrote this song for him. Drift off to sleep, rest until dreams fill your sight and take you till morning light of my life. I will be here by your side when you wake, and trust that you'll be safe. And I'll sing you this lullaby every night. So count all the sheep in your mind. Now it's time to turn off the lights. Don't you worry, my love. My heart beats for you. Our time spent apart will be over so soon. Daylight will come and then shortly the night, but don't cry. Sleep, my dear, sleep. Escape to your dreams, but know in repose that I will be oh so close. Close your eyes. It's time for us to say goodnight. Ease your mind. There's peace in your sleep to find. And I'll sing you this lullaby every night. So count all the sheep in your mind. Now it's time to turn off the lights. Don't you worry, my love. My heart beats for you. Our time spent apart will be over so soon. The daylight will come and then shortly the night, but don't cry. Sometimes you may find that your dreams are dark with no light.
I am up next. The song that's going to be performed now is a debut, a premiere. No one has ever heard it before in public. And I have to tell, it's from a show that I am working on. It's a comic opera. No one's really tried to write a comic opera, like in the last 20 years, so I thought I'd give it a try. Or you could call it a through-composed musical, but everything is sung in it. And it starts, the germ of the idea is my family's COVID experience. And the working title is What a Wonderful Year 2020 Will Be. The title of the song is wrong. It should be Let's Just Be Still. See, I changed my mind on even naming the song before we got, okay. So this is called Let's Just Be Still. Now to set this up for you, Dale, who I named after Dale Heidel, who's here. Where's Dale? Oh, okay. Anyway, so Dale is the father of the family, and he thinks he's going to get a promotion, and he's all set for it. Right? New Year's Eve, they're celebrating. This is the year I get my promotion, and then COVID hits, and he doesn't get it because of COVID. And he comes home, and he's so angry, he's just livid that he's waited his whole life for this promotion, and it's not going to happen. So his wife, trying to calm him down because he has a heart condition, sings this song, Let's Just Be Still. And to sing that is one of my students from CSN, Elizabeth Kearney. Kearney, like Nebraska? Kearney? Oh, great. Let's give Elizabeth a round of applause.
Come to me, my darling, and listen. Go to that still place in your soul.
So this next song that I wrote is part of a 3-song set collection, and you'll hear all 3 of the songs today. The first one is The Times of Our Lives. The second one is The Gray Chair, which is for violin and piano, and the third one is Dancing on the Clouds. And each one of the, Dancing on the Clouds came first. I wrote it with a colleague of mine at the Suncoast in probably about 2004, 2005. And the other 2 songs were written in 2021, and they all focus on loss, the idea of how do we move forward from loss. And so this is this collection of 3 songs, and they'll be spread out throughout the concert. And I'll be joined by Bridget Foster on this song. These feelings subside. Loading the truck, I felt the weight of each step. Never thought that the day would feel so surreal. My thoughts run wild, no way to avoid. Sometimes I feel like a spinning wheel. The times of our lives pass like summer rain. It feels like a dream as the waves at the shore. The memory of you I will always refrain. There's so much more of my life to explore. The sun is setting, the evening star shines. This is the time when my mind starts to whirl. Lord, you can help me not blur the lines. I trust everything will turn out fine. I know the days of my life are not done. Don't really know what the future will hold. All I have learned, the race has begun. Unfolding stories, so much to be told. The times of our lives pass like summer rain. It feels like a dream as the waves at the shore. The memory of you I will always retain. So this song, Evening Shade, is kind of an homage to Chopin. Chopin wrote a lot of polonaises and mazurkas, and this happens to be similar to a nocturne, but instead of really just stealing the whole name, I entitled it Evening Shade, which is similar to a nocturne.
Thank you, Shane. It is now intermission. And Shane said, who are we going to get to collect or pass the hat? And I thought, well, why don't we have you and Michael do it? So not only are they playing their music, they are also passing the hat. This is not to make you feel guilty in any way. Just feel free to throw in a couple bucks if you'd like. We appreciate the support. Shane said they'd like to do some recording with the praise band songs that he and Michael have composed. So that's what's going on with that. So when is our next concert going to be? It is going to be December 12th, and it will be a Christmas-themed concert with soloists from here at Mountain View Presbyterian Church, and carols, and we'll probably even do some carol singing with the audience. So put that on your calendar for December 12th. You might wonder, well, what about November? Well, I had a concert all ready to go. We have a new dean at CSN who is a professional level oboist and specializes in Baroque music. So I thought, what a great way to get on the good side of the dean. Let's do it, feature him in a Baroque music festival. And we had it all set up with Voltaire, who, if you've met, is also a countertenor and specializes in Baroque music. We had it all set, and then they scheduled the fall play, and Voltaire has to play for it. And some of our students from my choir are going to be in it, so that put the kibosh on the November concert. And rather than try to scramble around and find anyone, we're just going to take November off. So we'll be ready to go for December 12th, Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and we are done passing the hat. So now let's continue with our next piece. It's mine. It's from a show called We're Here for You. And it is about my experiences as a college or community college teacher. And this is the first day of school. Yumi, or Jasmine, come on up. Jasmine's playing the role of Yumi. She's an overachieving Asian student. Elizabeth, this is typecasting, she's a non-traditional student who has come back to school after having a couple of kids. Josh here is going to play the role of a woman, but we're not going to know that it's a woman, and he's spoiled, and he's going to talk about how Daddy wants him to do different stuff. So just use your imagination there. And I'm playing the role of Leroy, who is, like in his 30s, and I should be African American. So just use your imagination there too. And Voltaire is back on piano, and Louis Sorovi is going to play guitar on it. The first time we did this show, Louis was in it and played guitar, and I guess about every time we've done it, Louis has played guitar. I didn't even know he was going to be here today. He's running sound. Said, "Hey, Louis, play on We're Here for You." So anyway, here we go. Community college, first day of school.
First day of class, it's finally here. I'll sit in front to show that I'm a scholar.
Is this the room? Is this my class? I thought it would be smaller.
I'm so excited.
I don't think I belong here.
I finally got the chance to go.
I want to disappear.
One more day, one more month, one more year, this college nearly owns me. I started with the 2-year plan, now it's 6, and I'm turning 30.
Time passes quickly when you're working 3 full-time jobs.
Class hasn't even started, and my head already throbs. At college, community college, the first day of college. Gosh, I hope that I survive this day.
Is there a book?
There's always books.
I got the book, I got it at the bookstore.
What it costs?
$100.
$100?
A new one even costs more.
I wish I had their money to pay for all of that stuff. iPads, laptops, designer clothes. I never have enough. The syllabi.
No syllabi, don't be silly girl. Octopus. octopus,
Octopi.
not octopi.
I know my Latin plural. Everyone seems so much smarter than the classmates I left behind.
I knew that I'd be nervous, but I'm gonna lose my mind.
At college, community college, the first day of college. Gosh, I hope that I survive this day.
Daddy said I had to go to school or go to work. I think that's really funny, like I can be a clerk.
You know I always hated school. I dropped out years ago, but try to find a job these days. The answer's always no, no, no.
Notebook here, pen in hand, highlighter, everything seems perfect.
How can someone irritate me in one day? Has she got a defect?
My sister said talk to your classmates, but these people all seem so strange.
Enrollment's overflowing, so there's no class I can change. At college, community college, the first day of college. Gotta show 'em I'll survive this day. Gosh, I hope that I survive this day. This day. Ready? And Voltaire, take a bow.
So while he's getting his violin, just a brief explanation about this particular piece. It's called The Great Chair. And one of the things, I had the opportunity to work here at Untitled Presbyterian Church. One of the things that from COVID, during COVID, I noticed was that when we were in the hospital, we weren't allowed to go in there and visit. And so many people, died without any one of their loved ones or anything by their side. So I wrote this piece, and it's in a couple of different sections. The first section is solo violin, solo piano to kind of represent the idea of loneliness. If you picture someone in a retirement community just kind of in a wheelchair looking out a window, this kind of isolation. The second section is a combination of the two instruments, a time of remembering, the time of remembering the good times in their life and what was going on. The final section is a return to the solo violin, which kind of represents the feeling of loneliness that many people were left with, when as they were in the rest home or the retirement community or in the hospital. And so it was, the reality of what was happening at the time. So this is The Great Chair.
So my next piece is from this opera that I was telling you about. And this is sort of a standalone piece. This could have been sung by anybody. This is about COVID experience. It's going to be in the second half of the opera. If you see me waving, I wrote it in 5/8. I probably made it intentionally difficult. So that's to keep Voltaire and I together. And then the middle section goes into 6/8, and we sing some duple about that. And this is sung by the male character, but I think it could go with 3 characters. I'm not sure yet. Hope you like it. I sit at my window looking outside. My routine is always the same. The Schroeders go walking at 9 a.m. and Olsons will follow by 10. And though they've been neighbors 5 years more or less, they just wave from afar. Things you notice in COVID, things you do during lockdown. I stand at the kitchen sink every day, the dishes continue to pile. How can my family make such a mess and never put any away? I'm switching to paper plates and paper cups. Screw it, dishes be damned. Things you notice in lockdown, things you do during COVID. Year in, year out, I have constantly thought of things that I do when I get more time. Now it's day after day, the clock's spinning around. All the uncertainty makes me paralyzed. I'm having a cocktail at 10 a.m. I wave as the Olsons go by. I usually don't day drink, but each day's the same, and I've got nothing but time. I'm working on my drinking problem just fine. Time for a little more ice. Things you notice in lockdown, things you do during COVID. Am I losing my mind?
Okay, so this next piece, the lyrics were written by Shane. I did the music, and we just missed Mother's Day. We got the song written. It was like a week and a half after Mother's Day, and Shane was like, well, we can just change the lyrics to I Love You, Dad, and we can do it for Father's Day. And once you hear the song, it probably won't fit with the, the macho dad kind of stereotype. So we figured might as well do it now. It's never a bad time to celebrate mothers. So here we go. From the moment I was born, loving hands tried to keep me safe from harm. One day a year is not nearly enough. I wrote down these words for all you do. Through all the fun and fights, through the triumphs and fallen tears, you've always stood here by my side, but it's often left unsaid. For all those times I love you, Mom. There were days we stood on opposite ends, so few and so far between. By the end, each time we were on the mend, words of care not to be mean. As we're both growing older, I look back on all you've done to keep my life in order. You're forever second to none. But one day a year is not nearly enough. So I wrote down these words in gratitude. Through all the fun and fights, through the triumphs and fallen tears, you have always stood here by my side, but it's often left unsaid. It's often left unsaid. For all those times I love you, Mom.
So before Shane starts talking, I thought I would talk for just a second. So I get to work with these gentlemen on a weekly, sometimes daily basis. And what a joy it is, not just to work with them personally, but just to be able to hear their creativity that they do, that they offer our congregation, that they offer students, that they offer our community. And what a beautiful demonstration of their talents and their gifts and their abilities. And so thank you for letting me be a part of that. Thank you, Mark, for letting me be a part of that. And we have a few songs left, but I also want to just thank the booth, because anybody who performs anything knows that they hold the power. Mm-hmm. They hold the power to turn you on and to turn you off. And see? Exactly. But he forgets, I don't need a mic. Mm-hmm. So, all right, here we go with Shane's next piece.
So this song is Dancing on the Clouds. And this, I was working at the Suncoast at the time as a floor person, and I got talking with one of the dealers, and she wrote poetry. And so I said, well, write me something that I can set to music. And this is one of the songs that we we kind of messed around with it. It wasn't until probably 2020 that I actually codified it into this particular order. This particular song I submitted to Vegas City Opera this year, and because they did a song cycle called 2020, and it talked about how as a community we move forward after COVID, and they graciously accepted the song on that 2020 cycle. And so you can go to their website, vegascityopera.com or .org, I think it is, and there's the whole collection. There's about 10 songs on there, and it's really a pretty tremendous thing. So this is Dancing on the Clouds.
I dreamt of you last night, your arms so real wrapped around me. The music soft and slow, I felt your love surround me. For we were dancing on the clouds, moving with heavenly grace, our bodies floating gently on the breeze. I saw the light shine upon your face when we were dancing on the clouds. I woke this morning so alone, tried to decide what it all means. I lay there for what seemed like hours, only to find you again in my dreams. Although your body is no longer next to mine, it seems your soul is always on my mind. And I know we'll meet there again, for I believe together we were meant to be. For we were dancing on the clouds, moving with heavenly grace, our bodies swaying gently on the breeze. I long to feel your loving embrace when we were dancing on the clouds. So only in my dreams will you erase all of my doubts, and we will once again be dancing upon the clouds. For we were dancing on the clouds, moving with heavenly grace, our bodies swaying gently on the breeze. I long to feel your loving embrace when we were dancing on the clouds.
This is a song I wrote back in the 80s. It's called Balding. If I wrote it now, I would just call it Bald. Balding, yes, I'm balding, watching the hair fall off my head. Balding, yes, I'm balding, why do I have to shed? Sitting in a church pew, the men all in their rows. The sunlight hits their bald heads, it gives the church a glow. I wonder if they polish their shiny domes of chrome. I guess I should be thankful that I still need a comb for balding. Yes, I'm balding. My forehead is growing by the mile. Balding, yes, I'm balding. Tell me hair is going out of style. Do women find it sexy? The answer's often no. So shave off all your hair and then she'll never know. Or if you've got the money, you can buy a rug. Look through your local paper and buy a wonder drug for balding. Yes, I'm balding. How does a hairpiece look to you? Balding, yes, I'm balding. Transplant by a hair tattoo. If you've got the answer for hair like Goldilocks, please, sir, impart this knowledge and we'll make $1 million on balding. Yes, we're balding. Watching the hair fall off her head. Balding, yes, we're balding. Why do men have to shed? Everybody now. Balding, balding. How does a hairpiece look to you? Balding, balding. Transplant by a hair tattoo. Thank you, folks. We have one more song. I think that's serving as sort of exit music. If you want to just sit and listen, that'd be great. Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying some music that you have never heard before. Really appreciate the support. Drive safe.